What's happening, guys? We're a little bit backgroundless today, so we're trying something different. Basically, we're being lazy and not rooting out the green screen for the moment because we are in a different location and we won't get a chance to do it. What are we doing today? I hear you ask. What we're doing here today, guys, we're doing a little bit of science. Cue insert what you call him, not Walt, his helper in Breaking Bad, Jesse. Insert Jesse gif right here. You know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. But we're going to do a few tests and see if we can change the damage in max damage nukers. Okay, so max damage nukers have a cap. 10% of the health of a boss in anything above level 20 in the dungeons. Okay, stop right there, guys. Click on the link below and get yourself a free Karato Fox Hunter, as well as 4 amazing epics. Here's the exact steps of what you need to do. Log out of Plarium Play on PC. Step 2, click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Step 3, launch raid and complete the tutorial. Step 4, go to your inbox and claim your first champ. Here we go. You'll find yourself Karato Fox Hunter, as well as Uugo, Rector, Drath, Tagoar, and Mausoleum Mage as you progress through the game. That's it. It's that simple. Click on the link, follow those directions, and on with the video. So in Shogun here, it's going to be capped out at a certain point. What we're going to do is, we're not going to use Septimus, although Septimus would be quite a nice chap to use. He has a big max HP hit on the A2. He was the OG max HP nuker, Septimus, back in the day, and it was before my time. I'm only a young fella in raid. So what we're going to do is we're going to use Odin, right? So let's see what we can do here against the Phantom Shogun. We'll get a baseline. We'll run this a couple of times and just see if we can get a baseline for what his max damage hit does, okay? So we'll speed boost. None of these buffs actually mean anything to Odin now, I have to say, so it doesn't really make any odds. We'll put these on, but I don't think it matters to me, okay? So let's see what one hit from Odin Faefather can do here. 294. Was that right? That seems very little, but it looks about 10%. It looks about 10%. Is that right? So let's see if we can get any difference there. 294,278. Why couldn't I read that? I don't know. So let's just try that again to verify that that is our baseline number and that we aren't being an insane person. I kind of felt like that weak hit or something like that, guys. I don't know. It was weird. So Odin is going to crack again. 294,278. That's the 10%, okay? That's it. That's what he's getting. So it's capped. It's capped at that. It's capped on all the bosses. But there's a few other items and artifacts and sets and whatnot in the game that say increase damage by 3%, increase this by that, and increases allies damage, all this kind of thing. So let's check a few of them and see, can we get him any stronger? Can we get him doing more damage than that? So the first change I think we'll make is actually to Odin himself, and it'll be a relic. So let's have a look at what we can do here. So it's not going to be the Mask of Rage, that's for sure. So let's see if we have anything here that can work for us. There won't be anything that works straight off. I think Malefic Talon would be the best. Actually, if he's capped out at 2.7, it won't matter. So we'll actually go with Malefic Talon. That is the right one for us. We may have to run it a few times to see if we get a bigger number, but that's okay. This is all in the interest of science. The increase in crit damage won't make any difference because he's already crapped out. So the only thing, why is this not working? The only thing that will make a difference is if the 20% kicks in. Okay, so let's see what he does when it comes around to his turn. And here we are, 294,278. So we're going to run this a couple of times and we'll see if there are any that comes up with that. Okay, we've run it a half dozen times or more here, and we have not had any increase. Now, we could have been unlucky with the proc on the Malefic Talon. Was it the Malefic Talon? But we've not had any increase over 294278, so that is our number to beat. I've also put it in a team setup so I don't have to be finicky about things either. It'll go smoothly. Now, the next thing we want to try is, let's see, we have a couple of options here, so let's go into our champions. Okay, first things first, we had the Malefic Talon, so that was the first thing we tried. We don't need anything else. This already ignores his smack, already ignores 100% of defense and inflicts damage based on the target's max HP, so it's nearly always going to hit the cap regardless. Anyway, we could go down into more masteries here, but they are additional damage. They're not increasing the damage of the hit. Helm Smasher won't do anything. Flawless Execution is just giving us more crit damage. We already have enough to hit the max anyway. And then War Master and Giant Slayer are additional damage, not damage on the hit. Okay, so it doesn't make any difference to us there. What else can we do, I hear you ask? Because we had decreased defense and weakened there, so that was another factor. What we can do is we can try out some champion passives. Okay, we can look at the likes of Adeline here now. So she has skill, and if we look at it here, allies deal 3% more damage to targets for each debuff placed on them by this champion. Okay, she comes with 3 debuffs, but 2 effectively will be placed. Okay, so 2 effective, that's a 6% increase we should be looking for from Adeline. We don't need to put any relic on her. She's a 305 speed. As long as she's going before Odin, that's a-okay. Now, I think we can take Riho out of the mix and put her in. Let's just test this composition without Riho, because we don't need, that's the Sand Devil, that's not the one I want. There we go. Because we don't need the decreased defense and weaken, because Odin is already ignoring all defense. Anyway, let's just make sure that this does 294278. Okay, so did I lose my mind there? Why did Arbiter start off with a different move? Okay, let's stop that there. Did Arbiter start off with our A2 there? 294278, so he doesn't need any help from what's her face here at all. Let me check that again. Oh, well, yeah, that'd explain it. So nothing wrong with the game or with Arbiter. Everything wrong with David, as per usual. So we have it confirmed with that, without decreased defense and weaken, it is the exact same. So let's put in another champion and see can we get any increase. So we have Adeline here, where she recently used first. There she is, and she's going to go earlier in the mix. We have Writ of Sleep, decrease speed and decrease attack, and that's a first choice. So if she lands both of these, according to her passive, we should see a 6% increase. Do we though? And it's not conditional. If they land and he attacks, we should see that. We only got the decreased speed on 294278, so that did not work. We did not have an increase on max damage HP hit. It is what it is. We'll run that back again and see if we've any more, because if we can find ways to increase that hit even by a little, and we only got the attack this time, 294278 again, so that's a nay. We are not getting it. It is denied, my friend, denied. So let's see what else we can do. What else does increase it? If we look at our champions here, there's a couple of different things actually. We can look into some of the newer sets. So we have protection, and if we look at that, we have 75% chance. Wow. Rewind. 75% chance to place a protected buff. Allies deal 5% more damage per each buff placed by the wearer. So that means 5% more damage per each buff. If we have somebody in 9-piece and they can place 2 buffs on them, that's a 10% increase. Now, does that make it 11% total damage? Does it mean no change? Does it mean we're now doing 20% of the max HP? Let's see if it does anything at all. Do I have anybody in 9 piece HP? Why, yes, I do. One or two ladies, actually, I think. So we have Lydia, the Death Siren, I believe. Let me just pull her up here. Oh, she's in the vault. She should never be in the vault. Nobody puts Lydia in the vault. There we go. So we have her in 9 piece. We have her at 289 speed. As long as that's faster than Odin, that will be perfectly okay. Orbit Transfixion, that's absolutely fine. It's not going to do anything for us. So we'll take out Adeline and we'll put in, we'll take Adeline out and we'll put Lydia in. So where is Lydia? She has to be up here near the top, or she should be. Why can't we ever find, there we go. There we go. There's no search function in that part. When you're building your teams, when you're doing your team setup, there's no search function for your champions, and that's the part when you need it most. So she is going to open with Siren as well. We'll put that first choice as well. And 289 speed. Odin is 259 speed, so that's perfectly good. Now, the decreased defense and weaken will be there. We already seen that they don't make any difference. Now, again, to reiterate, what we're testing here is the 9-piece protection set, and will it increase the damage for a max HP hit. Lydia will supply 2 buffs when she supplies those debuffs as well. So that's what we're seeing. Does it make any difference at all? Again, because over longer battles, a find like that would be huge. So there we are. We see the buffs on from her. 294, 278. So looking so far like there's absolutely no way to get any increase on this. However, we do have one final thing we can try that I can think of, and that is, it doesn't matter if it's equipped or not, and it is Feral. Now, if we look at Feral, it's like protection, but for debuffs, okay? So allies deal 5% more damage per each debuff placed by the wearer, okay? If we could get Adeline in this and a non-max HP nuker, this could be huge, okay? But let's see if it makes any difference on the max HP nuker. I think we do have somebody built out with that already, and I think it might be Kantra the Cyclone, actually. Yeah, we have Kantra in it. So let's see if she is in 9-piece, or have I changed anything? No, she's in 9-piece at 2... She's not fast enough, is she? 242 speed. Okay, so let's cut and get her faster, and we'll see, does this make any difference? Okay, so we're back, and that was fairly easy. We've got a chest piece with a 12 in it, and accuracy as well, and we got a banner that has 10 in it, so we're good to go. We have her faster than Odin now, and we'll see if Feral is able to increase the damage of a max HP hit. Because remember, it's a per debuff, so oh my goodness, where's Kantra going to be here? This is what I'm talking about, guys. You need to be able to filter this stuff. Okay, we have her in there, so let's look at this now. We want her to lead out with this. So we might have to run this a couple of times because there's RNG on how she places this, but she has a load of debuffs there that can affect the boss, so we'll just want to make sure that that's our opener. 264 speed, Odin's at 259, so we're good to go, and let's see how we do here. Okay, we have all our buffs. Do we get our debuffs out? We 3 debuffs out there from our 294, 278. Okay, 294, 278. So there is no way for us to increase that at the moment. There's none. All right, so let's see how that would fare out if we were just using a normal nuker in all this. Okay, so let's check out what that can be, and we'll come back with a normal nuking champion and see the difference that each of those make to the attacks. All right, okay, we're back, and we have a normal hitter. He is upper end of the echelon though, guys, and it is George the Breaker. So let's get a baseline for him, see what he's hitting for without any debuffs. We're going in for a big nuke. We're just using the A3. 168. Let's see that again. 168139, I think it was. And a good 839. Okay, so excellent news for us. He is less effective than Odin thus far, but he is going in naked there with no debuffs. Alright, so let's see what difference Adeline makes to him with her on the squad. So we want her doing her Writ of Sleep, and we'll see how that makes any difference. Okay, so we're going nuking, 2 debuffs on, so 6% increase, 191885. So with Adeline and no decreased defense or weaken, George is doing way more damage there. Okay, so he's doing way more damage already, so that is good to see. Now, so Adeline is increasing the damage that we can do with a normal hitter. Now, if we look, we need actually to test it with Riho Bone Spear first for just the normal decreased defense and weaken. So there we go, we have that there. So this will probably be better than Adeline's. Okay, so let's see what this looks like now with decreased defense and weaken in place. We have all the debuffs, all the speed boost, we have all the debuffs on, and we have a number that I couldn't see, but the health bar dropped significantly more. So let's see what that looks like now. 283743. So that's our biggest number so far from Georgid, and it's still just behind Odin. It is still 10,000 behind Odin. Okay, so let's see what else we can do here then as well. So that's with decreased defense and weaken. If we look to Cantra the Cyclone here, she gives a boost based on the debuffs landed as well. Actually, let's change that to Chaos Tempest, make sure we have it selected for first, and we'll save and we'll go from there. We're after burning through like 400 energy here, guys, so like and subscribe below. Keep me. Oh, we got that. Seemed pretty low, actually. That seemed pretty low. I don't know if I like that, guys. 170, so that's our lowest so far. So Adeline, I think, beats out Cantra. Cantra got weaken on, and she has the buffs from Feral. So now what we need to try is decrease defense and weaken with protection as well, and that will equal decreased defense and weaken with Feral. So here we are, we have Lydia, and this is the final test for the books, guys. Siren's Wail, let's go in and we test it. I think pretty much we're saving the best for last. Speed boost, debuffs on and buffs on, and 372.80 something there. 372,986. So there we go, guys. The best. We cannot improve on a max HP nukers damage once they are already hitting the cap. Okay, once they're hitting the cap, they're hitting the cap. Nothing we have found there is going to increase the damage that we can do. However, we can make a big difference to non-enemy max HP nukers. True Feral, true protection, true decreased defense and weaken, true Adeline placing buffs or debuffs. So there's a lot of ways to increase the damage output of your nukers there, guys. So let's see if there's any other fun combinations that we can come up with. If there's something I'm missing out on, guys, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to test it. Let me be your guinea pig and I will test this stuff for you. But that's it from me, guys. Little bit of science done for today. And guys, I will take it easy myself now and I will catch you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.